Assalamualaikum and good evening to Dr. Asinda. We are from Group Fantasy. Today we are going to present our project, which is business modeling tools. First, my name is Adibana Binti Sukri, reference number 267750. First, in our project, we use three types of business modeling tools, which is what if analysis, scenario, what if analysis, basic, and solver. First, for what if analysis scenario, what if analysis scenario is used when having different scenarios and situations to evaluate various of results. We also have three types. We also have three objectives in this analysis. First is to evaluate possible outcome for Amina bookstore. Second, to Amina to obtain better informed decision and actions. And third, for Amina to improve the sales predictability. For what if analysis steps, we have several steps that we have go through to generate an output that we want. First, as we can see, we use one of the category, which is arts and music. We must put an input section and output section. And for the input, we put total sales, total cost, and total expenses. And for the output section, we put profit for our output section. And for the changing variables, we use D7 until D9, which is total sales, total cost, and total expenses. And next, in the menu bar, select data and what if analysis, and we select scenario manager. And scenario manager dialog box will pop up, which is we have to add with our scenario, which is worst case, medical case, and best case. Next, a scenario dialog box will pop up, which is we have to put scenario name, which is best case in this example, and we use changing sales, which is D7 until D9, which is total cost, total expenses, and total sales. And for the comment box, we use best case for arts and music for our description. And next, click OK, and then we have to put scenario values for each of the changing sales to generate an output that we want. And for D7, we put 25,000. D8, we put 2,785. D9, we put 2,215 to generate an output for 20,000. And then click OK. And this is the results of the scenarios manager, which is we have worst case, medical case, and best case. And we can click show to show us the input and output, and we can also click on summary to get a more detailed results. And as we can see in the what if analysis scenario result, we use this is one of the example of what if analysis result in one of categories of the products. As we can see, we use three kinds of scenarios, which is worst case, medical case, and best case. And for the changing variable, we use total sales, total products, total cost, and total expenses. And for the result sales, we set the output for the worst case as 0, for the medical case as 10,000, for the best case as 20,000. And this can give Amina a better insight for any kind of situation that she may be faced in the future. And also we can also compare the worst case, medical case, and the best case. Next, last, what if analysis also can assist Amina to evaluate her sales performance in terms of total sales, total of cost, and total of expenses. And also to observe the given outcome that may be influenced by the specific changing variable, and also to provide a better understanding of the potential uncertainties and the risk, the impact of the risk to the sales, to the cost, and to the expense. And also, can gain valuable insight of her bookstore sales performance. And since we develop strategies, we can respond to alternative situations more quickly and effectively. That's all for me. We can move to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Amalina binti Zulkifli, metric number 268060. I will continue the what if analysis, the type of goal seek. The objectives including to discover the right input value when only the output is known, and also to build into various types of computer software applications such as Microsoft Excel. Firstly, in the menu bar, go to data and choose what if analysis. Then we need to select goal seek. After that, goal seek dialog box appears. This is an example of the goal seek for arts and music category. The actual input and output will be shown on the left side. The formula to find the profit is total sales minus cost of products minus expenses. So the actual profit we get 2,411 ringgit and 37 cents. Meanwhile, we set the different profit goals, which is 5,000 ringgit. So we get the output amount of 5,000 ringgit. Now we want to find the input value, which is total sales. The actual cost of products and expenses will be the same amount from the original data. In the dialogs box, set cell is J15 as it is reference to the cell that contains formula that we want goal seek to manipulate. The value is amount of the new profit goals, and the changing cell is the value we want to obtain, which is J10. We can see here with the new profit goals of 5,000 ringgit, the total sales need to get is 12,234 ringgit and 11 cents. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Najwa Akila binti Zulkifli with my metric number 268078. I will present the objective of the business analysis, which is solver. The first objective is to determine the desired outcome that can be achieved by changing the assumptions in the model. Secondly, is to determine the best outcome by giving a set of more than 2 assumptions. Lastly, the objective is to find a projection or solution to the problem. Then, we'll need a group of cells and a formula cell called an objective cell, which contain the formula for the main computation as well as values specified as maximum and minimum called constraint. This is the example of the category, which is computer and technology. This is the example of solver that we maximize the profit for 3,500. So we get the solver found a solution that to maximize the profit, which for computer and technology needs 3,500 for the profit. This is the steps to get the data solver result. Firstly, create a table and put the total sales, total cost, total expense and profit. However, the amount are taken from the dataset except for the profit, which need to be calculated by the formula, which is total sales minus with total cost and total expense. So the answer is going to be the objective function. Next, Select Data and then Solver. Then Excel will display the Solver Parameters dialog box. Then we need to apply a Solver parameter by linking objective function, changing variable and constraint. In the Set Target Sales cell box, enter a reference to the objective cell. In this case, the objective is to maximize the profit, such as $H, $26. In the Equal To section, click the value of and enter the amount that has been set for the profit to maximize. Then, in the By Changing Cell range box, enter the cell you want the solver to change to meet the objectives. In this case, we should select the amount of sales of total sale, total cost, and total expenses. After that, to add constraint, click Add. Excel will display the Add Constraint dialog reference box. Enter the cell we want to constrain, which in the example of computer and technology, enter $H, $32, which is the total sales. Select the operator we want to use, which is less than equal to. In the constraint box, enter the value by which we want to restrict the cell, which also is the value of total cell, which is equal to 10431.48. We can add more by repeating the step for total cost and total expense. When all the constraints are added, click OK to return to the Solver Parameter dialog box. Click OK to return to the Solver Parameter dialog box. Excel will display our constraint in the subject to the constraint list box. Finally, click Solve and Solver will find the best solution for the target's profit with the constraint. So, Amina Bookstore can set the target to maximize the profit for each category of the book to get optimal result by using Solver.